Hey, it's Thomas Clark 11 with an X and Y Wi-Fi battle against ArrestedGaming. A link to his channel should be in the description, along with a link to his side of the battle, which is probably going to be uploaded around the same time as this. So this was actually the second battle I had against him. The first, I made a bunch of really bad decisions. I wasn't focusing enough, and I think he 6-0'd me. So then we had this rematch, which was much better, very back and forth, and a pretty interesting battle to watch. The other one really wasn't. Any kind of battle that's just complete slaughter is not interesting to watch, and no one cares about it unless it's unique in some kind of way. So, looking at the teams, I have Pyro and Flareso like always, my mascot Typhlosion, my Leafeon Kagome, my shiny Electrode Ball Shippo, and my Dusk Noir. I think I swapped out 2 Pokemon from the first battle I had with him. And then, looking at his team, he has the Darmanitan, which I found out was not choiced, I believe. I forget. I'm pretty sure it wasn't choiced. Then the Ninetales, shiny Ninetales, that I'm not quite sure on what its strategy was. The obvious Excadrill, and then everything else is pretty basic there, and obvious what they do, so on to the battle. So, since he led off with Weavile and I led off with Pyro, and he played this similar strategy in the previous match, he switched his Ninetales into a Flamethrower because it had Flash Fire. So I predicted that this time and went for the Air Slash instead, which gives me the opportunity to take this thing out. I was actually expecting a switch here into his Excadrill, I believe. Yeah, I think I predicted him to switch out to Excadrill there, expecting another Air Slash. He probably figured that I was going to go for Flamethrower instead, predicting that switch. Now, I was pretty surprised that this Gardevoir outsped, meaning it must have had a timid nature, or any kind of speed-raising nature. So he just sacks off his Mega Gardevoir there, since there's nothing it can really do, even after switching back in at a later point. And this is, I believe this is where I found out that it was not Choice Scarf, or Choice at all. First, I knew it wasn't Choice Scarf when I outsped, and then I knew it wasn't Choice at all when it switched moves. And then I found out it had the Shell Bell right there. I switched in my Ball Shippo expecting a Flare Blitz. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure I was expecting the Rock Slide. It's just that Ball Shippo was the best bet. The only thing I could really switch in that was good. So there's absolutely nothing Ball Shippo can do whatsoever to his Excadrill. So my only choice after Dusknoir took so much damage was to just let it die. And the Excadrill was choice banded. I found out in the previous battle when I used knockoff against it. And even though it's not very effective, Eruption still did an amazing ton of damage against Darmanitan. Enough that it could 2-hit KO along with the Toxic. Though I'm not sure if the poison even mattered at that point. So now Clarissa had to be sacked off to give switch opportunity. I'm not sure if she could have lived that if it wasn't a critical hit. Since she's assault vested, oh never mind, it had the life orb, so it doesn't matter that she's assault vested, that probably would have killed anyway. So here I'm really surprised that Kagome, without the sun up, was still able to outspeed the Starmie. I'm even more surprised when the Excadrill outspeeds when the Starmie didn't. I forget what I was expecting there. I think I was expecting something other than the X-Scissor. I'm not sure. I can't remember if I was expecting the X-Scissor or not the second time. I also figured that Ball Shippo would go down that second X-Scissor used against it. Or what am I saying? It had to go for X-Scissor because it was choice banded. So that's why I switched in Ball Shippo. What I didn't expect was that Ball Shippo would survive both X-Scissors against it. So now he's down to just Weavile, I believe, so I can send in Typhlosion and finish things up with an Eruption. So again, that was a battle against ArrestedGaming. Link to his channel in the description, and probably a link to his side of the battle in the description, since these videos are probably both going to be uploaded around the same time. So if you want to battle me, comment below asking for a battle, or check my update video, which has probably been uploaded sometime around this time. I'm recording this battle on June 1st. It's probably going to be uploaded sometime around maybe the 11th, sometime in that area, and that'll probably be about a week after the update video that's going to tell about new battling information. So, see you next time.